You know what's also interesting is, man, have you seen the movie The Happy Time Murders? That shit was fucking tight, man. By the way, this is a mobile podcast. Let's get right to it. I'm your boy, Once or Grow. The Happy Time Murders. That movie was fucking tight, dude. And the topic of this particular episode of C4CW, Casting 495 Celebrities Worldwide, again, I am your host, OSGOE, is that The Happy Time Murders was a fucking ultra rad movie. The fact that some motherfuckers said, yo, low rating, fuck that shit, fuck Happy Time Murders. Those people are smoking ice. Yo, Happy Time Murders is a brilliant film. That shit is fucking, first of all, sophisticated. Okay, A, sophisticated. B, I saw the behind the scenes shit, and not only is it ultra sophisticated, the amount of time and effort and energy and creativity and imagination that was put into that movie, top flight, top fucking notch. Based on those two, A, B, alone, points, how the fuck can someone be like, yo, The Happy Time Murders is whack? I'm gonna tell you why. C, I grew up as a fan of Jim Henson and the Muppets. And I've seen just about every motherfucking Muppet movie that there is. Why? Because I like art and I like creativity and innovation and imagination in that regard. I like high art. I like fine art. I like art. I like the arts. I appreciate the arts and art. And Jim Henson was a brilliant mastermind genius of the arts. This is my opinion. I don't know the man personally. In terms of the Muppet Show, brilliant. That shit is fucking mastermind. It is masterful. It is ingenious. It's genius. It's brilliant. It is the shit. The Muppets were dope. They were, I mean, there's nothing above that. Like, they're unsurpassable in that league of puppetry, of cartooning and animation. Is it a cartoon? Well, there were the Muppet Babies, which was a motherfucking cartoon. In case someone wants to argue that it wasn't a cartoon. It was made into a cartoon. So there is a cartoon aspect and element of it. We're also talking about characters, comic design, comic characters, cartoons, comics, cartoons, Kermit the Frog, Ms. Piggy, Project Runway. Spoiler alert, Ms. Piggy, she happens to be one of the judges on one of the seasons of Project Runway. And shit was tight. Ms. Piggy's the shit. And yo, so growing up, watching the Muppets, all amusement, laughter, humor, hilarity aside, from a technical, artistic, design, illustration, puppetry, craftsmanship standpoint, the Muppets, 10 stars across the board, hands down, 2 thumbs up. I mean, yo, man, it's unbeatable. I mean, man, we're talking about Walt Disney level production. So, therefore, in terms of the Happy Time Murders, I think the people who gave a lot of people, post-millennials, who are unfamiliar mostly with the Muppets and the genre and the class and type and category of entertainment, I don't think they fucking understand. I think it's above their heads. I really, truly do. And I think that you have generations that are out of touch, out of tune with that world, with that lore, with that, I said that lore, that history, that era. They have no real true understanding. Do post-millennials know about motherfucking sock puppets and puppets? Well, yeah, I mean, shit. Kids, in most societies, they learn about fucking puppets. I mean, look at our political leaders and shit. You know, puppet strings being pulled by central banks and whatnot, right? European, that is. So, I mean, you know, United Nations. So you get my drift. And you understand, a lot of you. Some of you don't. But in terms of, like, say, for example, the movie Dark Crystal. Yo, like, whoa! Like, most motherfuckers from today now, like post-millennial, they have, like, if you say dark crystal, they're just like, huh? What? Is that a pipe to smoke out of? Right? It's like, is that some type of, like, jewel? Am I vaping with that? Or, like, what are we talking about? I mean, is that something we're popping? Is it a pill? Like, is it a good time? Dark crystal? Is that the new street drug? Right? It's like, no, motherfucker, it's a movie. Yo. Whoa. Dark. I mean, come on, man. I'm talking that whole era. Secret of Nim. The Secret of Nim, man. I'm talking, look, man, here's another one. Ricky Tikki Tavi. I mean, post-millennials, their faces are usually blank. I mean, they're just like, huh, what? What's a Ricky Tikki Tavi? Is that also a vape machine? It's like, yo, dog, like, for real. The Velveteen Rabbit. I mean, dude. I'm talking about some of the most epic cartoons and animation presentations and puppet shows and character presentations of all motherfucking space-time, yo. And, I mean, I'm talking about, like, real deep shit, though, where a nigga stay woke, like, whoa. Okay? The movie Labyrinth. I mean, come on, dog. The very first never-ending story. It's like, come on, man. Without even the never-ending story, let's go even back to Labyrinth. I mean, come on, man. Labyrinth? Come on. Time Bandits. You feel me, man? I said time fucking bandits. I'm taking this shit way the fuck back in time. Okay? What do y'all niggas know? I was just talking to the homie the other night on the phone. I was talking to Sendo. Send the Soul Stealer from 495/level 4. Man, we was talking about the movie The Wiz. I mean, yo, man, come on. The Wiz, dog? Like, what? Come on, man. Peach Dragon. I mean, niggas only know about the new reincarnation, reiteration, iteration. They only know about the re-up, man, the new shit. Like these kids nowadays, they hear Dumbo and they're like, oh yeah, isn't that new movie that's coming out? It's like, no! So, that's the deal, man, is that you got, like, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, man. I mean, what? I mean, man, I grew up on this shit, though. That's look, man, Watership Down, motherfucker. Like, what? I mean, dude. I mean, even Ricky Tikki Tavi, as I've already said multiple fucking times. Velveteen Rabbit, dude. Like, Charlotte's motherfucking Web. I have the Stuart Little books, homie. Like the motherfucking books. The one that came as a trio, okay? Stuart Little, Charlotte's Web, Golden Books and shit. I'm talking about, I don't have those as Golden Books. I have Stuart Little. I have Charlotte's Web in a trilogy of books. In addition to that, there were Golden Books. Man, what? Then we're talking about Berenstain Bears, dog. Like, the Berenstain Bears. Like, what? You feel me, homie? Like, man, look, I even have, like, I went to this collectibles place right down the street from where, oh boy, who travels the world with the fanny pack? You know what I'm talking about? Steve? And, yo, his spot is right there. You know what I mean? His store where they have the books and everything, you know, for his travel show. And, he was, you know, studied at the University of Washington, and just as a hint. So, at any rate, you know, normal, and, NORM, is it L? And so, yo, fucking, yo, dog, I went to this gift shop right there, just along the coast, and I picked up an all gold dipped C-3PO figure from Star Wars original shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like all gold dipped robot. You know what I'm talking about? Action figure, collectible, wrapped them up in plastic and styrofoam. stored them away, collectible, all gold dip robot, never had a silver motherfucking leg. Like, what? You feel me, dog? Like, I'm taking it way back, man. So, oh, and by the way, Never Ending Story has some sequels. Some people don't know that. I've actually seen the one with Jack Black and what? I was like, yo, Never Ending Story has like a sequel to it? Because a lot of people from my generation, they saw the original. I saw the shit in the fucking motherfucking saw the shit in the motherfucking theater, homie. Like in the theater, dog. And but then, you know what I mean? It's like, it'd be like this. Have you ever seen the movie Flash Gordon? I said Flizash Gizorden. Are you hip to the movie Flash motherfucking Gordon? What if, I'm just saying, the universe is some weird shit. What if there were a sequel to goddamn Flash motherfucking Gordon? You'd be like, what? No way, G. You'd be like, that's impossible. Fuck no, Grove. You jumped the shark. There's no such thing. I'm pretty sure there isn't. In reality, there is a sequel to the Never-Ending Story, which when I saw the Never-Ending Story, I had no idea that flash forward some like 30 motherfucking years down the road, that there was indeed a sequel to the Never-Ending fucking goddamn story. So therefore, taking it back to, like I said, movies, storylines. I said, man, look. What do you know about Feifel? I mean, come on, man. I'm talking about dreamy, like exquisitely, masterfully, marvelously, remarkably crafted, brilliantly designed animation. I'm talking some Castle in the Sky type shit. I'm talking some Spirited Away type shit, though. You understand? From a time before a time. Like, back in a day, like, did a lot of motherfuckers from this time have no frame of reference there, too. You feel that? And it's like, man, those books, those stories, those sagas, man, those worlds, those universes, man, I can feel that shit as if it's right now. You see? So time really truly is, it really is relative to the observer. Because is that time gone? Not really. I mean, where would it go? I mean, I have memory of it. It's right here. You see? So, universal stream of consciousness, universal consciousness, non-local intelligence, non-local physics, hyperphysics, digital physics, quantum entanglement, the Berenstein Bears, bro. Brethrens. What? Have you seen the motherfucking movie called The Black Hole? Have you seen the goddamn movie called The Black Hole? How about this, man? How about this? Have you seen the motherfucking movie, The Last Goddamn Motherfucking Starfighter? I'm just asking you, like, are you privy to The Last Starfighter? I mean, dude, I've talked about this shit before. Daryl, like D-A-R-Y-L, like Daryl acronym. Like, how about Real Genius? Have you seen the movie Real Genius? It's called Real Genius. Dude, there are so many. Have you seen the movie Manhattan Project? Manhattan Project, where the kid is so extraordinarily fucking genius, brilliant mastermind, he makes a goddamn nuclear bomb in his home using a schematic derived from a motherfucking soccer ball, dog, and like a cantaloupe or some shit. Like, what? That shit was maniac, dog. And then, yo, I'm not gonna spoil it, but yo, spoiler alert. This nigga puts a goddamn motherfucking laser on a remote controlled car, and that's all I'm gonna tell you about that shit. That shit was a lunatic. Here's another one. Have you seen, okay, I just had it. It was right there. I was like, yo, like Real Genius, the Manhattan Project. Like that was really hitting home. I was like, okay, this is the one that I had in mind because it escaped me and that one's going to come back to me. This is all from memory. Have you seen the movie, The Philadelphia Experiment? Dude, what the fuck? Dude, whoa, shit. Wow, my God. Have you seen the goddamn fucking Philadelphia Experiment? What? Dude, yo. And there's a sequel to that shit too. Like, what the fuck? Check this out. Not only are those movies rad as fuck, and by the way, this entire podcast is prefaced based on this review of mine of the Happy Time murders and how people, some of them, for whatever mindless and superficial fucking stupid rejected as fuck reason, gave the Happy Time murders low ratings. That shit was foolish. Dude, I am one Sir Grove, aka OSGOE, aka Grovey D, aka Big Grove Dog. And I am saying to you, it is my opinion / worldview / review. Happy Time Murders, the Happy Time Murders. If you haven't seen that shit, you are smoking. Dude, you are slipping in the game, homie. That shit is motherfucking badass. Dude, the Happy Time Murders, so brilliantly woven together. So well fucking made. Look, the soundtrack, dude, the score, the musical score, that shit is funky, dog. Like, it's, dude, it is grooving. And it's like, man, listen, the puppetry, okay? Let's move to the puppetry. The puppetry is convincing. It's so convincing, man. Them niggas is real, though. You feel me? Like, I know this sounds brazy as all fucking get out, but I'm pretty sure there's a universe where puppets are real as fuck. Like, I'm talking, like, don't even have, like, human, like, string pullers or, like, hand, like, maneuvers. I'm talking about there's probably some weird dimension, motherfucker, where, like, some puppets is some real shits. And I'm not talking about humans that are, like, controlled by, like, you know, advanced, like, beings that, like, pull the puppet strings of human puppets. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about there might be some weird shit in the multiverse where some architect of, like, grand schemes and things is like, I'm going to create a universe. I'm going to invent and create a universe in which puppets are real. I'm sure that shit is mind-bendingly insane, and as lunatic as that sounds, is for real. And here's why. Did you know that there are planets in which it rains motherfucking diamonds, dog? Like the atmospheric composition is such that it rains motherfucking diamonds. I mean, the universe is nuts, G. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, it's like, there is probably some alien, like, civilization that's zillions of eons old that said,
nah. You know what would be cool for us to do? To create a universe, a simulated one at that, in which puppets are real.
I'm sure there's a fucking universe, dude, or at least some, like, sub-dimension where motherfucking puppets are real. Speaking of which, Puppet Master was some fucked up shit. All of them, I've seen them all. And, the other shits that was fucking just like, what? Dude, Phantasm. I mean, man, how many of y'all niggas saw the movie Phantasm like I did with my cousin Rizzo at the motherfucking old school historic theater downtown before it became the historic downtown theater under renovation, before it was even under renovation, when it was the original shits with the sticky motherfucking floors from niggas that was, you know, soda and shit. Just throw that shit on the floor, just puke on the floor, motherfuckers fucking and having sex and shit on the floor, you know, condoms, no condoms, doing drugs on the floor, fucking drinking brews and shit and spilling brews and whiskeys and shit on the floor and tossing cigarette butts and weed joints and shit up on the floor. Man, that shit was disgusting. But yo, that theater that had 99-cent movie days, and not only did they have 99-cent movie days, but niggas would just go and like pay 99 cents and then just watch like movies all day long without paying any additional. I mean, I'm just saying statute of limitations. I'm not saying I was someone who did that. I'm just saying the niggas did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like 40 something years ago, if that. But I mean, maybe it wasn't that long. But whenever the motherfucking dude Phantasm was wicked, like what? Yo, Phantasm. I've seen them all. And man, so look, I'm saying we saw movies like that in the theater before Netflix, before Hulu, before Amazon Prime, before all these different networks came to it, before the internet existed in the public domain as a commercialized public vehicle, in a gateway in which to access info and entertainment. And yeah, man. So that past history, those movies that we watched, man, hold on, I gotta look this up, man. I keep thinking about this shit, man. Let's look up Swiss. Hold on. Y'all are thinking, man, is this nigga, he talking about Swiss Beats or something? No, I'm not talking about Swiss Beats. Okay. Swiss Family Robinson, 1960 film. Swiss Family Robinson, dog. I mean, come on, man. Like, I mean, for real, it's like, you know, dude, just like nowadays, how you have generations embracing the 80s of all the eras. Now, even these post-millennials on these different blogs and threads and whatnot, they're coming to grips with themselves and the world around them. And they're admitting that the 80s was the raddest shit ever. And a lot of niggas didn't want to admit this before or touch upon this in such a way. But now niggas feel a certain kind of way. And now they have to admit that the 1980s was the best shit of all motherfucking goddamn time, though. And so now it's a time loop where here in 2019 going into 2020, by the way, Russian supercomputer predicts Donald Trump, whichever side you're on, man, or somewhere in between, he's reelected in 2020. I'm just saying someone remote viewed that, whether it's true or not, whether, you know what I mean? I'm just saying parallel alternate universes, Mandela effect. I'm just saying Russian supercomputer. And I'm pretty much guessing that if a Russian supercomputer has predicted that Donald Trump will in fact be reelected in 2020, that U.S. intelligence knows of this as, oh, that's right. I've worked with U.S. Intel. So at any rate, the 1980s, yes, and I'm still a United States government defense contractor. I almost forgot. So, providing a service to U.S. Intel. So, as a member of the U.S. intelligence community myself. So, the timeline, as it were, in terms of the 80s, with regard to the 80s, people now, younger members of society, are saying the 80s is and are where it is at. That's where it is. This is what the fuck it's about, man. And it's like, dude, that era, like I said, man, like Sting, David Bowie, The Police, I mean, there are so many storylines, cartoons, man, Silverhawks, dog. Silver motherfucking hawks. You often hear rap artists, hip hop, urban artists, they make a reference to Voltron, right? I talk about Voltron because Voltron, the robot, is individual robots that, well, they're humans that they collectively come together and they form this giant robot, right? Voltron. And, you know, but in that in and of itself is like, what? Voltron is the shit. At the same time, dog, like, who the fuck is talking about Silverhawks, homie? I mean, dude, Silverhawks. Here, okay, look, here's another one. Okay, so, hold on. All-Star Blazers. Give me one moment. All-Star Blazers. Animated series. Okay, so check this out. This animated series, as it says here, 8.4 rating out of 10, IMDb, 7.8 out of 10, TV.com, 95% like this TV show. This TV show, according to Wiki, 1979, 17 September. Okay? Yo, until 84. Keep in mind, a nigga Grove was hella motherfucking young back then. And, man, watching that shit, dog, like, All-Star Blazers, not only was it ultra epic, not only was it ultra motherfucking epic, but yo, most niggas on this timeline have no frame of reference of such and have never even heard of such. And here's the twist, though. In addition, not only do most niggas on this planet, unless they're from my era, know about All-Star Blazers, one of the raddest fucking cartoons of all time, but here's the twist. It's being made into a new movie to familiarize niggas who is new to this planet to All-Star Blazers. Like, what? Dog, man, do you know how fucking maniac that is? I mean, dude, the fact that, like, that shit is brilliant, B. Like, whoever understood, like, yo, not only was that one of the raddest cartoons ever made, it's so motherfucking rad that it's also so obscure to these younger generations that these people who are new on this rock, they gots to know about this. I mean, dog, I'm gonna do some additional research and dig in the crates, yo, and I'm gonna go back through the archives. I'm gonna remember some more epics. I'm gonna blog and podcast some more about this. Like, what? Shit, nigga, what? For real, because I'm your boy, One Sir Grove.